So, we're moving into the centre of the village. Where I'm stood now, the field that is directly in front of me, fortunately you can't see it because it's obscured by the hedge or the trees. That's where I was just a moment ago with the 3 standing stones. Now, what we're looking at here in this piece of land is in the centre of the village, or move near the centre. That would have been medieval fishing ponds. So the water from the virtuous well came from that direction that we're looking at. It now, unfortunately, is culverted and goes under the road and disappears right at the end of the village. Previous times it would have run straight through here. You can still see it's very boggy, etc. And yeah, that would be managed as a man-made pond, stocked up with fish for food. So if I come around, this old barn, actually it got a bomb during the Second World War, where a German bomber got lost, and it's the only time the village was ever bombed. But anyway, and what I'm looking at now is a place called Court Farm. Now this is the farm that had the dairy cattle that used to cross the road, that you can see would come along this track up here and then go around the corner to be milked. Now the reason it's called Court Farm is in the 1700s this would have been the courthouse. Not full time because there wasn't sufficient numbers of cases, but you'd have travelling courts of assizes who would travel around and hold courts as were needed, so hence Court Farm. Now interestingly, if you come over to this side, you can see there's quite a lot of bricked up windows. Now this is quite common in the UK in older buildings, because in the late 1600s there was what was called the window tax. So people were taxed on the size of number of windows in their houses. So practical solution to that is we'll brick them up and pay less tax. So yeah, that's the window tax. Now one thing I really love, but unfortunately it's overgrown, is if we look at this stone trough, and I'll just pull it back. Yep, there we go, there's a stone trough. Comes down here and finishes here. There we go. And what you'll notice is it's thicker at that end than it is at that end, and it's approximately 7 feet long. It's a medieval stone coffin. So at some point they were making a medieval stone coffin. There's a flaw in it, I think it's cracked somewhere, and they had to make a new one. So it ended up being deposited here, and it's now a planter, overgrown.